Hey everybody, welcome to my monthly opinions, my late December, early January opinions, the last opinions, if you will, for 2010. That's why I call them the late December, early January. And as you probably just watched and listened to on my review, I'll tell you, it's been an interesting year when it comes to the Sonic. Well, not an interesting year, but it's been an interesting month so far when it comes to the Sonic comic for me because um, I recently had to get uh, two copies, if you will, of the same issue. That's right. Two copies of the same issue I had to end up getting. I mean, let me explain. Let me explain what I'm saying. Um, Normally, the week before the issue comes out on newsstands, I'm supposed to get the issue. Well, December 7th was when the 219 of Sonic the Hedgehog was supposed to hit newsstands. Guess what? I didn't get it the week before. So I'm thinking, okay, it's holiday mail, maybe it's a little late. Still, even when the week that officially went on newsstands, I got nothing. So what I had to do was go to milehighcomics.com and get the issue from them. And then I find out that I'm not the only one that didn't get their issue. I find out that some other people did not get 219, some other people didn't get their issues in the Sonic Universe subscriptions, and I even found out that somebody, for some odd reason, ended up getting 12 issues or something like that, 9 to 12 issues of the same, 9 to 12 copies, 9 to 12 copies of the same issue, believe it or not. So I tell you, either Archie Comics messed up, or the mailing, or the USPS, the United States Postal Service, messed up big time, because I ended up not getting my issue. I had to go to Mile High Comics for it, and other people didn't get their issues from either the subscription to both comics or just Sonic Universe or Sonic the Hedgehog. And then finding out that somebody got 9 to 12 copies of the same issue. I mean, how crazy is that? I mean, I'm telling you, how crazy, I mean, I ask you, how crazy is that? Huh? How crazy is that? But overall, besides that, I did finally get the issues. I've emailed Archie Comics twice because the first time I emailed them, I told them the situation. They said they were going to send out the issue that I didn't get, which was 219. But instead, I ended up getting a copy of 220 in a yellow envelope. Then, the next day, I ended up getting my official copy in my subscription of 220 as well. So I ended up getting two copies of the same issue in back-to-back days. And then after that happened, I had to email them again, and they said they were going to resend 219 this time. So hopefully I may get another copy of 219. But anyway, I tell you, what a year so far, what a year it's been for the comic book, I will say that. What a year. I mean, last year we start with this almost year-long Iron Dominion deal. 2009, I think it was like May or June 2009, we start with this Iron Dominion deal, and it doesn't get over until about spring of this year. And I could tell you folks this, a lot of people were there were some people that were happy it was over. There were some people that, sorry about that, there were some people that were happy it was over. There were some people that, you know, thought it was a waste of time. I mean, overall, I really didn't have no problem with it. I mean, yes, there were some situations in there that some people will say shouldn't have happened. I mean, the last issue officially of the whole Iron Dominion deal, the implog, the eplog, if you will, the ending of it, had Sally kissing Monkey Kong. People didn't like that. I had no problem with it because, hey, if you're gonna develop characters, you're gonna evolve characters and all that, you got to do what you got to do. But the only positiveness that came out of it, according to a lot of people, and even I will agree on this, is it looks like Ian Flynn is getting Sonic and Sally back together. So that's pretty cool, even though there are some people that don't like it. But again, it's been an interesting year. Very interesting year. I mean, we've had a lot of things happening. We've had, and that was the cat in the background. We've had a lot of things happen in the comic. We've had more, let's see, we've had, how do I put it? We've had Bunny's family finally introduced, or at least part of her family introduced, and her uncle. But the only thing is, her uncle is part of the Dark Egg Legion. So, but that was pretty cool to see that. I mean, overall, the comic did a pretty good job this year. I mean, yeah, it had its ups and downs, it had its different moments, but it did pretty good. And what's to come in 2011 looks pretty good too. I mean, the 225th issue, from what I understand, is called Sonic Genesis. Something big's going to come out of that, apparently. They're hyping it to be something big. So we'll see what happens there. The Silva Saga, which is supposed to tie in with the 225th issue, I'm telling you, something's going to happen. Now, that's going to really change the comic. May not change it as drastically as people think it will, but it's going to happen. I mean, some people are thinking, well, what could happen? What's going to happen? Are we going to have, is the comic going to do a retro, going to do a rebooting, and, you know, we'll finally get the game characters focused on? No, I don't think so. Because we've had these kind of stories before. And I think it's just going to be something that's finally going to reveal what has happened, and we'll just see what takes place. Maybe Silver is going to go back in time when it ties into it, and show St. John, look what happens because of your stupidity. So, but again, I thought it was an okay year. I thought it was an all right year. You know, I don't have no problem with it whatsoever. I mean, yes, the Iron Dominion one dominated the early portion of this year, especially with the fact that it spun off its story into the Sonic Universe comic. But if you're a writer and you're saying, okay, I'm going to make this last long story arc the biggest of all, then you're going to do that. Then you're going to do that, and you're going to end up probably using other spin-off issues to do it in. So, but I thought it was an okay year, and to me 2011 looks like it's going to be good too. So we'll just see what happens. I mean, some people kind of up and down with, like, in the next 2 months, we got the return of a special romance that some people like and some people don't like. Some people have argued at the fact that it shouldn't happen. That this character has had many times of a chance. The other character hasn't. Well, let me kind of say the words of a certain subscriber of mine, a friend of mine on YouTube, Sonic Comic World. The character that everybody feels should be with the main character is mentally still a young girl. She's mentally still the age of Tails, 11, 12 years old. She's got the body of a teenager, but she's not mentally there yet. I mean, if she was mentally mature enough, she'd be like, okay, no problem. You know, you can go with her, and I have no problem against it. There's your answer. But again, overall, 2010 was a great year. I'm looking forward to 2011. As far as what happens, I got a feeling St. John, I said this in my review, I have a feeling St. John might be doing something that involves Nagas. Maybe he's using Nagas. Maybe he's using Nagas into probably restoring Max to his throne. That's what I'm thinking. It's going to happen. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I could be wrong. And then this whole situation with Mina, if you will, and Nicole, I've got a feeling it's going to get worked out. I think Mina is going to realize maybe she shouldn't be too paranoid or something like that. And what else? Oh yeah, and Sonic and Amy, and Sally and Amy. I've said this before. I've said it again. I believe Ian's got this year. If not, probably it's got to be this year, down the line. This year, if not probably in the next year or so. But I know right now, if not next year, he's going to start planning, writing, and publishing an issue where Sally and Amy finally confront each other. That's what I feel. I got a feeling he's going to do that, where Amy's going to confront Sally about her relationship with Sonic. I just got that feeling. And I'm sure a lot of other people will agree on it. And again, 2011 looks like it's going to be a great year. Not only is it the 20th anniversary of Sonic, not only do we have a fan film coming out that probably is going to look really good from what I've seen this person do with Mega Man and other ones. So, overall, I mean, we even have 2 fan films possibly. Who knows? An animated one and a live-action CGI one. So, overall, I just think it's going to be a great year. And those are my opinions on the comic book for this year, and what I feel is going to happen in the future, and what's going to happen next year. And that's all I'm going to say. So until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. God bless. Take care. And I'll see you.